Slakia. I was losing some space on my phone. But this yeah, as I was saying, this is going to be the book of Isaiah chapter 6. And I'm gonna start at verse 9. And he said, Isaiah 6 and 9. And he said, "Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not." And this guy, he was hearing what we were saying, but he wasn't understanding. It wasn't piercing into his mind, into his spirit. It says, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. Right? So this guy, he wasn't based on what I was perceiving, he wasn't getting into his spirit, man. It wasn't stirring up his mind. Okay, right? Just as the scriptures say, should stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. To roughly paraphrase, right? It didn't, based on the encounter, it didn't seem like his mind was being stirred up. He literally sitting there looking at. He looked like he was in a dead state. But the Lord has his men who are going to be set up to get the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding. Okay, to get to their salvation. All right, and he's going to have the rest to not get it and to be destroyed. Just as let me get it. Just as it says in Zechariah the 13th chapter. All right, and this is Zechariah 13 chapter 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. All right, so 2/3 of the whole nation of Israel are going to be cut off and die. All right, they're going to die. Okay, because they've already been predestined and allotted for their destruction because of their wickedness. All right, it says, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. All right, which is also known in the scriptures as the remnant. Okay, which something that's a remnant is that which is left behind. Okay, it says, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai is my power. Right? So the Lord's going to try us. It's going to try that 1/3, Salakia, in the furnace of adversity. Just as it says in Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter, acceptable men are tried in the furnace of adversity. All right, but the point I wanted to make on that was, 2/3 are gonna die, because they didn't understand this knowledge, and they rejected it. They scoffed at it, There's another scripture that I was gonna put with that, right? Because ultimately, in order to obtain salvation, you have to be a part of the elect, which we're all hoping to be a part of that number. That's why we say the hopeful elect. So, because it's all about the elect on this first go around. Okay, it's all about the elect. So like it. This is Romans chapter 11. And 7. It says, Romans chapter 11 verse 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? So that, you know, let me read it again. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which it seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay? So the election, all right, the elect, they're going to obtain this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay? Which, you know, they're going to obtain this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Right? And it says, and the rest were blinded. Okay? So you know, the 2/3 are the ones who really don't understand. Okay? And are going to be allotted to destruction. It says, and it's making reference back to the scripture I just read in Isaiah, the 6th chapter. Okay, it says, according as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber,